Last year, when I was at the world's largest knife convention, I got to talk to a bunch of flippers and got some of the best advice on how to improve at flipping. After I asked them one simple question. And that question is, what is your #1 tip for how to improve at flipping?
Practice. I mean, that's a basic answer, but it's kind of true. It's like, you're not going to get anywhere if you don't put in the work. Practicing and trying to find your own way of flipping. A lot of what I have learned has been just stuff that I've been like, I love this trick, or I love this style, and then I hyper-focus on that and I get it down. And so I'd recommend being able to lock in and practice something, and then lock in and practice something you love so that you'll get good at it. Like, a lot of people come up and say, Banks, how do I do double scissors? And my answer these days is, why do you want a double scissor? It's a trick that doesn't add a whole ton of true personal value to combos. Like, I'm good at scissoring, but I don't need to be good at scissoring. Like, I can do so much more than scissor.
Drill. Do the same trick over and over and over until you can't not do it perfectly. You have to just do it so much repetition, drilling. Yeah, focus on a trick and do it until it's flawless.
#1 trick for improving and flipping, besides drilling, because drilling's massive, but being around other flippers who can bring out different sides of your flipping. Because when you're with them and they see you flipping, and I don't use my pinky for anything, Brycen can be like, hey, you can do this fan with your pinky, and it opens up all this variety. I feel like you can improve drastically around other flippers who have different styles than you.
They honestly said everything. It's just drilling and being around other people. It's really it. You just gotta flip. You just gotta let yourself do it. And you gotta not let other people's styles super influence yours. Flip how you wanna flip at the same time. I don't know. It's just, I get tired of seeing all the direct clones of each other. I want to see more cool stuff. I want to see people come up with their own styles. I think that's a big thing for me, at least.
Man, okay, I wouldn't say I'm the most competitive flipper. I haven't when I learn tricks, I kind of just look them up on big flips and then just kind of grind them for a while. So I don't know if I have the best answer for that, but I'd just say pick one trick and just in your free time, just grind it out and keep doing it over and over again.
Be open to criticism, ask for advice, and get inspiration. It's good to have a inspiration folder of your favorite flipping videos and stuff. So,
practice, which is of course what everyone's gonna say, but genuinely I found that if you're really struggling with something, you're struggling with smoothing out a trick or learning it, repetition and muscle memory will really help you to learn how to flip a little bit faster. And the faster that you flip, the more that your inconsistencies will kind of show through, so you will know what to focus on. So if you're flipping really fast and you kind of hang up on a specific part, you can know, okay, that's what I can work on. Maybe I can get more fluid if I work on that.
Take clips you like and take inspiration from them. So a big one is just slow down clips you like. No matter how stupid it looks having a bunch of clips in your camera roll, it's great just to slow them down and take it frame by frame. Be open to criticism once again. Just always be willing to actually take advice instead of going, I'm good enough at this and moving on. Flow is the biggest key. I'll die on this hill.
Record yourself doing little videos and try to throw it into slow-mo, and you can wind it back, see where you might be making some errors, and check people's stories on Instagram for posts. Plenty of people that you can copy and practice off.
So my #1 tip for anyone in terms of how to improve on flipping is absolutely going to be just practice, but if you can, make things into combos. So it's easy to, say, oh, you just need to do the trick over and over and over again, which is literally true. The only way to really get good at flipping is going to be taking the thing you're trying to do from something that you're consciously trying to attempt and turning it into muscle memory, right? So you have to learn the muscle memory, and that just takes time. But the best way to kind of achieve that is going to be take some moves that you know, right? So for me, learning the giraffe, for instance, I learned to do the scissor first, and then I eventually worked my way into creating some kind of you know, combo that involved the giraffe. So I go here and then I go that, and then now I'm, you know, doing my giraffe. By implementing whatever you're trying to learn into some kind of small combo, it gives you some of the confidence of, oh, I know these parts, and now I need to get through that and learn, you know, this part in the middle so I can continue the combo. It gives you kind of structure around the way you're practicing.
The number one tip, especially as I'm a beginner, so 6 months in, is consistent practice and taking adequate breaks. If you practice the same trick 1,000 times and you keep failing it the same way and you don't take a break, you're not gonna learn. Trust me. At least that's how it worked for me. Take things slow and just keep practicing.
What I always tell people is to find YouTubers that you enjoy watching, whose flipping is slightly above yours, and just watch how they flip and learn from them. That's how I learned. I just watched a whole bunch of blade bias videos, and soon enough, I was mimicking his style, and then I was able to move on to more advanced stuff and develop my own.
I'd say my best tip is to not exactly pressure yourself too hard. Like, yeah, it's gonna suck not being able to figure out something to do. Like, granted, it took me a hot minute to just figure out a Chaplin or the Y2K, everything like that. Everything takes time, but it's just allowing like confidence in yourself that you will get to that point. You will know how to do this, you will know how to do that, and transferring that to other tricks and combos. I'd say just being patient with yourself. And if things don't work out, take a break, go back to it. But I feel like having that patience is very essential. And it's something that I'm starting to learn a little bit better with getting better. Because last night I was talking to Banks about how can I improve. The main takeaway that he gave me is slow down the flipping. Really think about what you're doing when you're flipping. Because if you're just doing trick to trick and you're adding all these extra movements and you're really complicating it for yourself, it makes it harder to progress.
I think the number one tip for how to improve their flipping is to flip with somebody else. I think that analyzing, I mean, there's other great tips like recording your own footage and analyzing it and watching other clips in slow-mo, and I think all of those are important. But I think that when you're learning with or from somebody else, they're gonna pick up on nuances that you would never see yourself. Especially for someone who already knows the trick and they know how to fix and help you troubleshoot. I think that the fastest way to learn is to learn by or with somebody else.
Have fun with it. Just enjoy what you're doing. If you try to, I don't know, train out of angst, it's gonna be so sad and you'll give up. That's what I did. So sad. So just have fun.
Number one tip, be patient with yourself. Don't try to flip too fast. If you're trying to blow through every trick, like trying to go as hard as you possibly can, you're not gonna get anywhere. Slow, steady, do it slow. Really take your time with it and be patient with yourself, because odds are it's gonna take you like 1,000 attempts before you get it one time. But when you get it that one time, oh, it's so sweet.
Don't stop flipping. Just keep doing it, even if you're just goofing off watching a movie. Just keep flipping. Your body will eventually figure something out on accident, and then you remember it. So that's how you do it. You just keep going.
I have to say, I was a bit nervous going around Blade Show and going up to people and just asking them to be in a video. But I'm really glad I did it, because it was just really great to just see all of that advice just back to back. There's really some great tips and makes me want to go practice and get way better at flipping. I hope you feel the same way. And also, just a huge shout out to everybody that showed up in this video. And they were all super chill, and we're just excited to be a part of it. And so I'm just so super thankful. I've linked their YouTube and Instagram, if they have it, in the description below, so you can go check them out there if you want to see more of them. And lastly, I just wanted to say thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll be at Blade Show East in Atlanta once again this year. It's coming up in June. And if you're planning on also going, leave a comment so I know that you'll be there. And if you see me there in person, please stop and say hi to me. I'd love to say hi and get to meet you. Now, if you want to put those tips into practice, you can check out this playlist here, which will give you some ideas of things to learn. Or if you're taking a break from that one trick that you keep failing at, want to give yourself a little rest, you can check out this playlist where you can watch the rest of the videos that I made while I was at Blade Show. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.